Hey everybody. So, I got a message last night. Maybe it was night before. I don't remember. And it was kind of a sad one. I don't view death the way most other people do. Because it's not an end. That being said, there does come a person or two in our lives, and maybe more if you're blessed, that leave an impact. And when they're suddenly not here in the 3D anymore, you do miss their presence, even though you know they're not gone and now they're part of your ancestors team. They're watching your back. Still hard not having them there to laugh with. Now, hopefully I'm wrong. I've been wrong in these messages before, but either way, this person's gone. She's not gone. I still wanted to honor her anyway, because I haven't seen her in years. I do miss her. She was a dear friend of mine. And I wrote something that I want to share. It's called Ode to Tiny. Excuse me. When you came into my life, I couldn't help but feel. You were like a goofy kitten wrapped in cold barbed steel. I was sitting at a picnic table in which you came and sat on top, and with a wicked grin, you looked at me and said, "Sup." You were Daddy's little girl, and of him you were so proud. You told me the loving name he had for you. Out of respect, I won't say it aloud. We both missed our dads, one of many bonds. But it was our shared sense of humor, of which I'm especially fond. With sides splitting, smile muscles hurting, many hours did we share. Being silly and goofy, not always making sense, we absolutely did not care. In my memories, always will you live, laughing and smiling, that wicked little grin. And though I miss you, I will laugh again. You brought a new kind of humor into my life. Thank you, my friend. I pray I'm wrong. I really pray I'm wrong this time. But either way, I'd still write that poem anyway. Because I'm not kidding. She made me laugh in ways that, she had the most free sense of humor. She could joke about just about anything. And I like that. She had a dark sense of humor, she had a light sense of humor, a goofy sense of humor, a stupid sense of humor. Just make light of anything. And not be insulting. She was very respectful. The streets made her tough, but she was still a lady inside. I think I never got to meet her daddy, but her daddy did a good job. And so did her mom. Cherish the time that you have with people. And this comes from someone who has spent his entire life with people being in going through a revolving door. That's just my lot in life. I accept that. It's part of what I'm sent to do in this life. Very few people are meant to stay. But that has helped me to develop an appreciation for the time spent with people. Which is why, looking back on all these people that may not have done me so right, I can still think of the good times I had with those people and not be angry. Although, I will admit that I'm having a hard time having compassion for the woman that called herself my mother. But that's neither here nor there. I don't care if I just know someone for 15 minutes. There was one gal I met. She was the one who I credit for my awakening. she was amazing. She was like a human lie detector. I guess she was the first truly awakened person I'd ever met. Well, the only one I met to date. But I only knew her for maybe 4 or 5 hours. But she was like the sister that I should have had. I mean, I felt such a closeness and fondness for her. And maybe I'll see her again one day. Lord willing, I will. But she had that same appreciation as me. She was able to take those 4 or 5 hours and make the most of them. And those 4 or 5 hours made me feel like I knew her for a lifetime. And I know I knew her in past lifetimes. I feel like she is my sister spiritually. She's my big sister. I guess that's the first true feeling of family I've felt in this world. But even if you're just having a conversation with someone on the sidewalk, if it's a good conversation, make the most of it. Don't be afraid to pour yourself into it. I know that scares some people this day and age, but yeah, don't diminish yourself. Be you. You be you, and when those right circumstances come along, that person will be them, and you will get the most out of it, and it'll be memories you'll never forget for the rest of your life. And who knows what you can learn from that person. I say that almost everybody that comes along you can learn something from. Been a few exceptions to that, but not many. This isn't going to be an incredibly long video. Unless Spirit takes over and starts preaching a message or something, I don't know. But I don't think that's going to happen. I just want to encourage you all to embrace every moment that you have here on this earth. Not because it could be your last, but because this is a blessing to be here on this earth. We chose to come into this life. And yes, if you resonate with this, you probably chose a hard path like me. And there are times when you really wish that you could take your higher self aside and have a serious conversation with them. But we chose this. So really, it's incumbent upon us to have a better attitude about this, to have the best attitude about this, even in the hard times, to be grateful, and to realize this is never going to happen again. Good or bad, these are special moments. There are trillions of souls out there in this universe vying for a chance to come here on Earth and to work off their karma, and amongst other things. I mean, Earth is kind of a unique place. Learn to love it, especially love nature, of the Earth herself. The more in tune you become with nature, I think the more you can appreciate this life. I don't think you can fully appreciate this life if you don't. Anyway, I love y'all. Till next time.